In our industry, silica is all around us. Silica's in the gel that we use to mix mud with. Silica's even in the dust that comes up from drilling operations. Silica's even in the dust caused by equipment moving around our sites. But a lot of people don't understand the dangers of silica, and they don't understand the dangerous amount of silica. In other words, how much silica is really going to harm them. A few years ago, OSHA came out with a new standard, and they have now a permissible exposure limit for silica at 50 micrograms. Now, I'm a safety professional, and when I first heard that 50 micrograms, I had no idea what that meant. Obviously, a microgram is small, so I looked into it, and it helps to have sort of some visualization of how much silica it takes to cause harm. So I have here some sugar, and I'm going to put one tiny grain of sugar on my finger. Thanks to the internet, I can look up and see that 1 grain of sugar is 700 micrograms, which means that this 1 grain of sugar is 14 times your exposure to silica in 8 hours. That is why it is so absolutely critical that you wear respirators and you protect yourselves when you're out there. Breathing in that dust, that silica dust, is not something that is going to harm you today. It's something that's going to harm you 20, 25 years down the road. So not only should you be wearing respirators out there, but you should also make sure that the respirators are fitting well, and you should make sure when you're wearing them that you don't have any facial hair, because just imagine that if you were trying to wear a respirator with facial hair or you weren't wearing it correctly, how easy it would be for one little grain of sugar to work its way in, one little grain of sugar-sized silica to work its way in, and then you'll breathe it in. And then next thing you know, you just got overexposed to silica by 14 times. Same thing goes with the way you store your respirators. If you just hang your respirator on a mud tank, think about how easy it would be for one little sugar-sized grain of silica to get in there. And then once again, you put that respirator on, you take a breath, and now you've been overexposed. And silica causes silicosis, which causes scarring in your lungs, which makes it hard to breathe, which means that 20, 25 years from now, you might be laboring to breathe, and you'll be looking back and saying, man, I wish I'd worn a respirator back when I was exposed to all that silica.